cash, living life fast. Yeah, I wanna got it cause I wanted this bad. Money, cash, living life fast. Yeah, I wanna got it, I ain't never going.
Hit him with a goose, fry bar, then a woo sock. Can't touch us with bare hands, we too hot. Learn quick who really it and who not. I'm knee deep in this thing like tube socks. Still shining like a shoe shop. Wear the chip on my shoulder like a boombox. Yeah, and we built it from the bottom, still shot it from the rooftop. Came a long way from the cash in the shoebox. Need space like moon rocks. Now the Saints still got 50 acres in the boondocks. I'm Michael with the moonwalk. Yeah, I'm Neil with the moonwalk. Playtime over, they slide over. I just made a hit, played it on the ride over. Wise like Yoda, drive like Homer. Eyes on the prize while I drive Daytona.
Money, cash, living life fast. Yeah, I wanna got it cause I wanted this bad. Money, cash, living life fast. Yeah, I wanna got it, I ain't never going.
Hit them with a Foose roll dog, they long gone. Got so many W's it look like a .com. Look how I popped off, been going non-stop. And to be frank, I'm red hot, you know that I got sauce. Keep your head up on a swivel, cause I'm coming for your spot. I see opportunity in places ain't nobody spot. Might just pull up to your city, yeah, I know all of the spots. All these cameras keep on flashing at me, now I'm seeing whoa. Give me the space, I'm taking all of it. Stay on top, like it or not, baby, I'm dominant. Hot, 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 coming in hot, check the thermometers. Whoa, slow down, nah, ain't no one stopping this. Work, sleep, make hits, baby, that's a great day. Reincarnated as a dog, I'd be a great Dane. Only time I'm looking down is when I say grace. And reading to him's only time we on the same page.
Money, cash, living life fast. Yeah, I wanna got it cause I wanted this bad. Money, cash, living life fast. Yeah, I wanna got it, I ain't never going, never going. Money, cash, living life fast. Yeah, I wanna got it cause I wanted this bad. Money, cash, living life fast. Yeah, I wanna got it, I ain't never going.
Yeah, playtime over, they slide over. I just made a hit, played it on the ride over. Wise like Yoda, drive like Homer. Eyes on the prize while I drive Daytona.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance. Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Hello and welcome everybody to the lights, the sounds, the action here at Daytona International Raceway. We are here in the SSRL Appalachian Chillbilly Truck Series tonight. I am up here like always, but Wesley is not. I have my friend James up here. How you doing, James?
Oh, I'm doing good. Looking forward to this one. The last little bit of Daytona before we move out of Speed Weeks and into the rest of the season. But I'm looking forward to this because you and I both know how exciting and crazy races here at Daytona always seem to go. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun one tonight.
Without a doubt, it's going to be a fun one, James. And you're right. The races here, they're intense. They're action-packed. And I think we're in for another great showing tonight here in the Appalachian Chillbilly Truck Series. Race details tonight, 75 laps of fuel range 40 to 45, so we're going to have to make a pit stop. 4 sets in the pits. Not probably going to really need any of those unless your truck's really not handling good. Pretty cool temperatures down here tonight as well, James. 68 degrees. Track temp's only 68 degrees, and air temp's only 67, so a pretty cool track and air temperature out here in the Florida state. What's it called? The sunny state? Sunshine state?
I think so.
I think so too.
But,
I don't know. I don't live down there.
Neither do I. But yeah, it's cool as can be, which means we're gonna see max speed here. You know, nothing to really mess up the handling. It's just hoping you got enough horsepower under the hood of these trucks and stay alive and avoid the calamity.
Without a doubt. I mean, they're going to be grippy, they're going to be fast, and under the lights, it's always just a different atmosphere here at Daytona. But I think we need to get into our keys to the race tonight. Drafting intelligence is so key. I mean, this place, when to make a move, when not to, when to ride, it's all so important, and it's something you can really make or break your night, James.
Absolutely. You gotta be careful about everything going on, be focused, and basically be on your toes the whole night. You never know what's going to happen, so always having some sort of exit plan is crucial to make sure your truck is still alive at the end of lap 75 or lap 81, 83, depending on how many green white checkers we get.
Hopefully not too many, but you're 100% right. And survival, you just mentioned it, survival before aggression. I mean, if you want a survival, I'd say the bottom is where you want to go. You have, I think, more options on the bottom to avoiding wrecks. You can go to the apron, you can go to the grass and the tri-oval. There's a lot more options to getting out of that. So you have to tip that aggression up at some point, especially when we get to the closing points. And some points in the early part, you don't want to lose too much track position. It is important, but you have to have the walking balance between both of those. And that key to the race. And fuel strategy and stage timing. I mean, this fuel strategy here, I think it's kind of over talked about. We get so tired of hearing about fuel strategy when we watch it on real life Sundays, and just when we race here in the cup car and the game even, the fuel is just such a talking point. But here in the trucks, it's a talking point, but you're going to see no fuel saving here, James.
Absolutely not. Although, I still feel like there might be some that try to do at least a little bit of fuel save. Because, like you said, there's a lot of talk going on about fuel save. And obviously, a few instances in yesterday's real life Daytona 500 definitely added a lot of fuel to the fire of this topic. But it's the best way to kind of manufacture track position for yourself. With tires not really being a necessity, if you can save fuel, make your pit stop shorter, you're going to jump yourself up to the front of the pack. So it's the only bit of control that you get in a race at Daytona that's completely out of control.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I mean, that's part of the control, and we look at the standings. Michael Tucker is still the points leader by a lot, but he is no longer racing in the series, as we mentioned last week, as he is over the IR limit. So really, the points leader is Blair Holloman at the moment. Well, until he catches, obviously, Michael Tucker. But he'll catch him before the end of the year. At least I would assume he will. And James Mullins actually a decent far cry behind him. And James A. Morris, a lot of James there in the third and fourth spots in the points. But they're all different at the heels, but they're still a far cry back, even from Blair Holloman in second. I think before we get going here, James, I think we need to make our race picks. We only got 40 seconds left before we get the cars gridded, so I think we got to make our race picks real quick. I'm going with my boy Tyler Cheney tonight. He had a great run last week out. Got the podium finish he's been looking for. That's going to be my guy tonight. Tyler Cheney, number 54.
I'm going to go with the number 17 of Art Nicotera. He's been having a pretty good season so far. I think he does the job and stays out of the chaos and brings it home.
I think that's a good pick. He does a good job. And Kobe? No problem.
Sorry, boys, my
Technical difficulties.
What a time. I'm actually voting via proxy for our man Wes tonight, since he can't be there. And I have taken, once I find him, JP Jones. What number? I can't remember him, but
21.
21, there we go. Bring up the man JP Jones just quickly. So that's actually Wes's pick for tonight. But we'll not hark on that any longer because we have a gridding up. Back to you, fellas.
Yeah, we're gonna get these. Thank you, Kobe. But we're gonna get these cars and trucks loaded up onto the grid for tonight's race, and let's go ahead and take a look at our starting order for tonight's race here at Daytona International Speedway. Starting on the pole, Tommy Lark in the 04. He'll start on the pole position. Christian Strader to his outside in second. I think that's Tommy's first pole of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Sean Block in the 00 starts third. Garrett Johnson starts in the fourth spot in the 66. Back here in row number 3, Dakota Ramsel in the 03. And then Nick Jasbowski in the 6th position. Look back here in 7th, Jared Hayes. Jordan Sailors in 8th. Rounding out your top 10 back here in row number 5. We're going to have the duo of Justin Boyles in the 45, James Staples, Daniel Dow in 11th, Rob Youst Jr. in 12th, Tyler Cheney, my pick to win in 13th, Garrett Streets in 14th, 15th is Michael Madden, Blair Holloman in 16th, 17th is James Mullins, Noah Walters in the 18th spot, Andrew Nagy will start 19th, Joseph DuPont in the 20th spot, and James, you want to take the rest of the grid for me?
Yes, sir. The 81 of Tyler Roos and the 31 of Kyle Westwood on row 11. We got the 7 of Jeremy Clapper Newell and the 17 of Art Nicotera, all TWRS row 12. Colton Gardner in the 40 and Connor Fuge in the 19. Robert Lewis in the 14 and Jacob Barker in the 5. And we got JP Jones in the 21 and Christopher Fuge in the 49, rounding out the top 30. And the 18, Hunter Hughes, rounds out the field for tonight's race at Daytona.
So we got 31 starters for tonight's race, so a pretty good truck-sized field. That's a pretty good field tonight. We got 75 laps of action underway. The 04, the 07, the Clemson Machine, and the Chevy Silverado. That bright orange truck, can't miss him. On the pole. Strader to his outside, blocking third. And Johnston in the 4th spot. As the pace truck's about to get ready to pull off here off the exit of 4. Anytime now. The anticipation builds. Pace truck's off. It's under the flagsman discretion when we go green here tonight. And the green flag's gonna fly. Tommy Lark on the front row with Strader on his outside. Green flag in the air. And even launched from both lanes.
Yeah, good jump so far, although saw things kind of already start to get interesting there on that inside. You had the 00 look into the inside of the 04, making it a little chaotic as you see the outside with a whole lot of energy off of turn 2.
Yeah, outside really good start. The 66, the 07 will drop to the bottom lane. Strader with the race lead. Johnston into second. Yeah, that was a really weird start. You mentioned it there, James. Looked like everyone was trying to split everyone. I think it was just kind of an like getting your feet wet moment. I don't know. It just looked quite odd.
Yeah, you almost had it 4 wide for a second, which was surprising because, like you said, the front row got a very even launch. Wasn't anything too crazy, but the aggression already ramping up from literally the throw of the green flag. So, yeah, that's definitely what you want to see. 75 laps at Daytona.
I would agree. Get these boys starting races now. No fuel saving. We had enough of that Sunday as Strader leads lap 1 as we're down the back straightaway on lap number 2. Lark is slotted in third, the third car on the bottom lane. As the 82 of Jazbowski now trying to work the top lane with Sailors on right behind him on his bumper of his truck. 2 by 2 throughout the field. No 3 wide action. We almost saw it on lap 1 and turn 1, but we've kept it orderly so far. Lap 2. And Strader, will lead lap 2 as well.
Yeah, everything's as settled as it's going to be so far, thankfully. See, not even a hint of 3 wide. Already starting to see a pretty long line there on the inside start to form. You see a whole bunch of trucks. The inside lane seems like it's about half of the back straightaway. That's how much it's kind of single filed out. Definitely might have a few people already playing the fuel save game.
Oh yeah, I mean if you're at the back already and you don't want to go to the front, you don't want to risk a wreck early, why not just try to save a little bit of fuel? It doesn't hurt. It definitely doesn't hurt. And I think you only have to make 1 pit stop tonight under green flag conditions. So, I mean, save as much as you can, make that stop as short as possible. And you're seeing like only 6 or 7 cars on the top lane right now trying to go forward, and they are not going forward either. So you have to wonder, do more cars jump up there, or do they just fall in line like everyone else and ride this choo-choo train around until we get to the green flag stops? Oh, some cars dipping with line. Sorry.
Yeah, that is the difficult thing because, you know, with how much drag there is on these trucks, it takes a lot of purposeful effort to keep the outside lane and the very outside lane if and when we do get 3 wide going. You know, So you almost have to really be up on the truck leading the line and pushing them along. And not only does that completely take your fuel mileage, you also have to worry about the temps. You know, temperature is very sensitive for basically all these vehicles here at Daytona and Talladega. So you can only be doing that for so long before you start to have to give some space, kind of dip your nose out line and get some air into the radiator. Otherwise, you let out the magic smoke, and usually doesn't end well for anybody behind you.
Yeah, I've heard some trucks on this game go kapooey. they are loud. They go kaboom. And this top lane's starting to go forward a little bit here, but you're right. I mean, temps are such a big talking point. I think it's even bigger with the trucks. I mean, there's just so much drag, like you talked about. There's so much in front. It's hard to get clean air in these noses of the truck, just how big they are and how much it overheats so fast. You can't push as long as you can with the other cars. And the bottom lane's really separated with those first 4 cars. And they get 5 almost with Dakota Ramsel on the bottom. Whoa, big moment on the top.
Yeah, you saw the I believe it's, trying to look at the truck, the 88 kind of got a little off-center off of the leading 82, about the center of 1 and 2, and they both had to check up to avoid absolutely turning each other and causing the main calamity no one wants to deal with. And so that cost them a lot of momentum, and now they're having to push even more aggressive, trying to get back what they lost. And so that's kind of going to perpetuate a negative feedback loop. But so far, they're getting back up fairly well. They're only about up to 4th in line, which is a lot better than they were this time last lap. So far, so good. But yeah, nervous times. And here comes the 3 wide. 68 jumping out of line.
They are so aggressive. Yeah, 3 wide further back in the field. Someone got tired of someone in front of them, or the big checkup on the top lane. I think they're all going to sort it out with Westwood now on the top. And they're going to sort it back to double file now further back there. I'm not sure. Maybe probably a checkup, I had to guess, caused the 3 wide. Actually, you don't usually go 3 wide for last. Some cars in the bottom lane now just went to the top lane at the back half of it. Yeah, I mean, Jordan Sailors, you talked about the off-center push a few laps ago. He is an aggressive driver. There is no quits in the 88. He's gas the entire run, and I don't think it's going to be any different tonight. Jordan Sailors is an aggressive driver, and sometimes that bites you here at the plate track, but sometimes it's what you need here at these kinds of racetracks.
Yeah, you're hoping it doesn't end up gas, and grass. Because that usually doesn't end too well. Usually ends up expensive, as we actually had a little bit of an issue going into turn 3. I couldn't quite tell who it was, but someone got onto the apron entering turn 3. It was right in front of Kyle Westwood, and Kyle did a good job of giving that truck some space. Otherwise, that might have been caution number 1.
I had our first caution on lap number 8 as here we go. The lane controlling from the 07. Let's block these lanes. Whoa, he's going back to the bottom. Tight there on the 66 of Johnston. And the 88 and the 82 are going to get a big run on the outside. Jezbowski clear for the race lead.
Yeah, you saw Strader tried to make that move, was just a little too late, had to jump down to the bottom. Otherwise, if he stayed committed to that move, it wouldn't have gone well. We've seen that go wrong, I don't know how many times, real life, in sim, what have you. So making the smart decision, live to fight another day, and still holding on to, at the very least, lead this inside lane.
And I don't know what happened with this pack. They just all of a sudden said it's time to race. They're 3 wide now in the 5th row back there with Daniel Dow in the middle of it all on the 2 truck. And they've just picked up the pace, it seems, on both lanes, pushing and shoving, coming a lot more harder. And everyone's a lot tighter in their lanes. Only on lap 10 at 75.
And it's interesting because now you see there's actually the truck get loose, the 2. Oh, what a save. Daniel Dow having to hold on to it. Fantastic
Him and Justin Boyle
job.
made contact there, and it was tight, like you said. It was a save and a half. That was going to be a big run at the front of the field there.
Yeah,
oh my.
everyone behind the 2 truck needs a clean pair of shorts ASAP. And the color commentator also might need a new pair of shorts after that too.
Oh, I don't know, man. I saw them banging doors. I'm like, oh, well, here's our first big one of the night coming. And this truck in the top lane of Justin Boyles is, for some reason, it's making fits for the bottom and the middle lane here. He's just doing a great job. Or that truck is super fast. And it took forever for the 2 truck to clear him.
Yeah, well, you see, there was actually a lot of side draft going on, and you saw...
Oh,
we got a truck in the wall! I think it's... Oh, we got a truck
82.
spinning in the back! Yeah, it's the 82 Chizmowski, and we got a truck hard into the inside wall.
No caution. JP Jones hits the inside wall. You see the front end crinkled. Take a look what happened to JP Jones. Probably the checkup from the car on the wall. I had to guess. He's got Art Nicotera behind him. Oh, yeah, he hits Colton Gardner in front of him, and Art Nicotera just cannot check up in time. Oh, very reminiscent to... Oh, see so many wrecks off of corner number 4. No caution, unfortunately. And Nick Jabowski hit the wall a ton further up the road in front of him. I think it would cause that big checkup on the bottom lane.
Yeah, unfortunately, that might be race ending for Wesley's pick. No meatball, surprisingly enough. But, yeah, you saw that nose was heavily center punch, so he's definitely doing the caution dance now.
Yeah, he's like, I really need a yellow to fix all this damage. I'm sure we'll get some spree of yellows at the end of this race. It's just how many laps does the 21 go down before he gets those slew of yellows in the later portion of this race. But that was probably a push gone wrong if I had to guess, from the 88 to the 82, and that's how he got turned to the wall. I mean, I don't know for sure, but from what we saw earlier in the race, that's going to be my hypothesis.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet you are probably right on that gauge.
Yeah, they were just pushing so hard up there, and just so early for that to have those kind of pushes. And I think they're catching JP Jones right now, actually. Yeah, it's JP on the top lane up here, and that's such a shame for him. I mean, he just can't do very much in those instances. He's actually shown 2 laps down in the scoring pylon. I don't know if that's right or not, but that's a shame for JP. Well, that's Hunter Hughes we're watching. My bad. Hunter Hughes on the racetrack, so he's going to go a lap down now. He started deep in the field, and this is going to be a little dicey here. Everyone's going to go 3 wide, maybe for the first time tonight for a lot of guys.
Yeah,
should be able to keep it straight.
I think he had a penalty that he had to serve on lap 1. So that this is the consequences from him serving that penalty. As you saw, the 04 sliding up in corner entry, got super close to the 15.
Super tight action there. The 04, that's a truck that does not look stable. He is moving all around on the bottom lane in that Clemson number 04, driven by Lark there. As you see a lot of cars now drifting to the top lane, they're starting to bail on the bottom. As I say that, the race leader Staples goes to the bottom.
Yeah, that Clemson truck is looking like the Clemson offense, just not stable whatsoever.
Oh, big push.
Whoa.
I thought he was getting turned off the exit of the corner there. Street's got a big shove from Michael Madden in the 15. And now Street's looking to clear for the race lead on the inside, but the inside lane's got a big shove as well. 3 wide now with Dakota Ramsel. He puts the Lark, the Clemson machine, 3 wide on the top, and no one goes with the Clemson car. He's in the sucker hole.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh,
Whoa,
big
that
move for
is-
someone to jump to the inside.
Yeah, Ramsel went from top to bottom in a few seconds. That is a dangerous game to play on a track like this with the runs of the Truck Series. Look 3 wide again, further back, and I think there's some contact. Well, they all keep it straight if there was contact. There's chaos back here. 88 of Sailors now back into the middle lane. Lark behind him. Oh my god. Keep her straight, guys.
Yeah, you see Lark is absolutely shoving Sailors along, trying to get them up a few rows, but
Oh
God.
my gosh. in that 2 car, and I think Mark gets let in by the 88. Yes, he does. We're back to 2x2, but I don't know if maybe he's left that qualifying setup in. Remember, he was the pole sitter, because that car just looks so unstable.
I don't think so, because I'm fairly certain if the qual set was left on, that probably would have blown up from the tape
That's
on
true,
the grill.
That's true.
And unfortunately, iRacing doesn't let you adjust that in the pit. So if you leave your qualifying set on, yeah, your race is done, just straight up done. But
Yeah.
Nick Jaboski has actually left the session. Whatever happened to the 82 with all that going on, it's terminal.
Yeah, I mean, he hit the wall a ton there, and I think he was just hoping for a quick yellow, and if he was going to go a lap down, then I think he thought his night was probably over with, which, if he had a lot of damage, it might have been game over. That's unfortunate. That truck looked really fast. He got to the front early here, and he went to the front. Got some good shoves from the 88, and maybe a bit too good of a shove. And his night's over really early here, along with another damaged car. JP Jones, Hunter Hughes a lap down as well. So we should have 28 trucks on the lead lap here. And we're about to catch the 7 as well of Noel. He's 36 seconds, 38 seconds off the pace, so they'll catch him here in due time.
Yeah, that's not good news if you're the 18 of Hunter Hughes. You want that caution to come out ASAP so you can get the free pass and hope you're not involved in said caution.
Yeah, you can't even get a 0x, so any contact in iRacing will not give you the free pass. It's kind of the bugginess of iRacing with the free pass. And when you're at a super speedway, it is the most annoying thing imaginable with the 0x's. You can avoid the wreck, and then, well, okay, I clip the grass and I don't get the free pass.
Yeah, it's not as much of a problem if you're the only car a lap down, essentially, like Hunter Hughes. It's when you have multiple cars that are a lap down that you really have to worry about, because then you're having to race them on top of hoping and praying that you have a lane to avoid the calamity. It's just makes the lottery of Daytona even more of a luck-based game.
Oh yeah, it does. And looking back here at this kind of second single file pack, Connor Fuge and a few other drivers back here, Jacob Barker, Andrew Nagy, kind of just probably riding their time, and they're probably a little off the pack because of that checkup perhaps, or they're just kind of waiting for the big wreck up there.
Oh, we got it!
Big wreck up front, and then Michael Madden in the wall, Tyler Cheney involved. And we're looking at the guys, we talked about the big wreck.
Oh, there was one down!
Oh no!
What an avoidance by Kyle Westwood! Holy crackers!
Yeah, that was almost bad news bears for the 31 of Westwood. You gotta see what happened here with Michael Madden and Tyler Cheney. They were both cars, or trucks, excuse me, were on the outside. Looked like pretty heavy damage to the 15 truck. We're just talking about maybe avoiding a wreck. And yeah, here he is. He's the pusher in the lane with the 68 in front. They're trying to go forward here.
What in the world?
That looks like an iRacing bug. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I've seen this before a couple times. It's like a weird netcode glitch.
Wow.
Where the car it's like the car in front shoots back and hits you, and you basically come to a complete stop because of it. Someone actually posted their point of view when that happened, and it is one of the weirdest things I have ever seen. It doesn't happen often, but it's violent when it does.
And I think I saw the car right behind this car. Daniel Dow gets no damage from it. I think it's just because of the variant of the wreck, unfortunately, for Michael Madden and Tyler Cheney. They probably did get damage. But wow, I mean, that's just such an oddity. You don't usually see glitches like that in iRacing. The most I ever seen of that, I've never seen that I've seen it with AI cars in iRacing. I've never seen it with We can't. Is it sounding stuff for me? Sorry. All right. Hello, welcome back, everyone. So sorry about that. We had computers crashing on us there for a second. You know, Windows doing Windows things. We are back here. We lost probably about 15 laps of action, so we're good. Nothing happened there too much as we're 3 wide up front for the race lead. Looking there.
Oi.
Lark up there.
Fine
Sorry there,
What a
James.
fine how do you do to come back to on that one.
Oh yeah, they're 3 wide, middle of the pack back there. Car almost into the wall. Colton Gardner gets let back in. I think that's Sailors who lets him back in. I believe that is Streets on the outside. Yep, he has the pace scheme loaded in there. Streets on the outside lane right there, trying to get this lane moving forward. He's got Staples pushing him. He's got Tommy Lark as well. So some fast trucks up there in the top lane, James.
That we do. We have a very healthy top lane. Pretty much almost completely equal lanes right now. Anyone riding and saving doesn't seem like they're doing so right now. It seems like almost everyone is out there trying to race and race aggressively.
Got word it wasn't such a chaotic restart as what one of our commentators say. So it looks like it was pretty orderly when we had our technical issues at least. Didn't miss some big action. Just some 2x2 throughout the field. This was the trouble spot. You remember, James, in the real life truck series and Xfinity and Cup, turn 4 was just the mayhem corner when it came to the whole speed weeks.
Yeah, just a little wiggle every time. That's what led to everyone's undoing. Lost track of how many times it happened throughout the weekend, and it's always a recurring thing every time we come to Daytona. You really don't see it in that exact fashion, though, on the sim, which I've always found interesting. It's definitely something.
So it's right after they repaved it, so it doesn't have that age and tear of the, what is it now, 14 years since they repaved it. So it's like squeaky new on the sim, but it doesn't have all that age that it has in real life.
Yeah, even worse, it's 15 years since it got repaved.
Oh gosh, well, I'm getting old. I'm getting old, dude. I turned 19 in 2 days, dude. I'm like, the gray hairs are coming in, dude.
As someone who is 10 years older than you, yeah, please don't call yourself old, because I don't know what that makes me, and I'm not equipped to think about that yet.
You're a young man, James. A young man.
Allegedly.
20s is young. 20 is the new, like, teenager, right? It's looking good out front, though, for Justin Boyles, James. He's taking kind of control of this race with Strader in tow and on grounder during the repave. Thank you for making me feel my age now, sir. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
They hated him before he told the truth. The truth.
If you all
I'm only
really
19.
want to feel old, I was 4 years old when they repaved this track. So
You get out of here with that now.
I was 4 years old as they're 3 wide back here at Tommy Lark. He got tired of the 24 Staples pushing. He said, "No, I think I'm going to lead this lane in the push category." Gives a big shot to Streets in the wall, though.
Oh, there's a big checkup behind him now.
3x3 Staples in the middle. No one wanted to go with the 24. They're all going to follow James Mullins in the 60 truck. They know he's fast. Single file, though, up front. That killed the top lane's momentum there, James.
That it did. That's the problem when you're trying to maintain these multiple lanes, is that any little issue is going to absolutely kill all of your progress. You know, everyone is very skittish and on edge when you're 2 wide and 3 wide, so any little problem, everyone's getting the parachute out and trying to find a safe space to go, and because of that, just absolutely nukes everything.
While we were gone, James, I saw Daniel Dow, the 2 truck. He is multiple laps down, so that is a shame for Daniel. That was their 30 wide Sailors sticking it in there in the middle.
Yeah, I think he might have been involved in our first caution. I swore I saw him turned around at one point. So, unfortunately, one of the victims of that netco, yeah, whatever terminology you want to use for whatever that was.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. It was certainly something iRacing had there, as we're just going to look like we're going to go get a choo-choo train going here. Yeah, everyone's bailing on the top here for the most part. Some guys further back here trying to work together to get to the front. You see the Hunter Hughes machine of the 18. He's got Tommy Lark now pushing him, and they have one heck of a head of steam off of corner number 4. And we're looking through wide again there. I don't understand that.
Yeah, he was the big beneficiary of that caution, able to get the lucky dog back on the lead lap after serving that penalty. Now he's in the fray, trying to drag the outside lane back up. As you see, he's given a massive shove to, I think, is that the 03 or the 81? I think that's the 81. Oh, we got the truck going around in the back! Oh, that was a big hit!
Whoa, big crash. Multiple cars, not just one. Colton Gardner involved. The 14 back there, that was a big crash. No yellow on the racetrack. Still no yellow. There's multiple trucks stopped in the back straightaway. No caution is out.
Yellow is out.
Is it out?
Yep.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. I am sorry. I didn't see no yellow. That was a massive crash. You saw it there, James. I didn't see it. I was looking up front.
Yeah, I think the 64 got turned around and a hard hit to the outside wall.
Oh, see Christopher Fuge there. James Staples. Oh, Christopher hits him pretty hard there in the 49. That takes out a lot of trucks.
Yeah, it took out that entire team too, basically.
Wow. JP Jones involved in another one. Connor Fuge goes spinning. Minimal damage to the 19 down there as he keeps it actually straight. Just his little parallel. The 14 involved. James Staples hard in the wall. That is day done for the 24 of James Staples, though. That is tremendous damage on the 24. See Christopher Fuge got a meatball as well. He's the one that slammed into him. Slammed into James Staples on the outside wall. So that's a big crash, James, at the back of the pack.
Yeah, although I'm surprised that's the only meatball we got from that. There was a lot of impacts that you would have expected to be meatball worthy.
I mean, that was just something, I just like, why are we going 3 wide for 28th, right? Like, that's something I didn't understand it. That's why I was so confused and why we kept going 3 wide back there. It just seemed like no one wanted to work with each other. They weren't with their friends, and then just all hell breaks loose off of corner 2.
Absolutely, and that's the thing, is that you never know when and where that wreck is going to happen. You think you're safe just riding around in the back, and then blam, they go 3 wide, and suddenly everyone's getting launched all over the track.
And this should be in the fuel window, I believe, James. I think we're good in the fuel window here, so this should be our last time down pit road unless you have damage on your race truck. And looks like Johnston's going to lead him off pit road.
So, I'm trying to remember. I don't think we're going to be out of the woods. I think we might need a splash and go here. It's gonna be close, but I don't think we're home free fuel wise. We're still gonna have, I'd say, 35 laps to go or so when we go back green, thereabouts.
Yeah. It's definitely tight, but I think we'll have one more yellow before this is all said and over. So I don't think anyone will pit unless they have damage. Unless you're thinking a lot of overtimes here, but even so, I think we'll have more than one yellow, and caution laps basically count 2 for 1. So I think they should be okay, but you do make a good point where they could still have a splash and go scenario. And if you're at the back of the field and we have another yellow, you're probably going to top off on gas. They might top off again, actually, but if the pits aren't closed. Either way, Johnston had a good job on and off pit road. See, about almost a second quicker than Boyles in the 45. So pit crew and everyone did a great job there.
Absolutely. And I think he might have been someone there towards the back. So I don't remember where he was running on that last run, but that might be someone flipping the track position there.
I think he was
conserving in the pack.
Like top 15 ranges. We do see some guys topping off on fuel, top 5 guys. So he wants to make sure he's good on fuel. And we got Lockridge Motorsports in the comments saying they're too shy from their calculations. So it is tight on the fuel window for all these trucks if that's the case. The comment saying wrecking for last is an iRacing staple, which, I mean, yes, it really is. I don't know what it is with being last, James, but it just makes you angry. That's what I feel. It just makes you angry.
Yeah, because you feel that it's a bit more preventable if it comes from the towards the rear of the field. But it is important to remember that, you know, everyone is racing for
100%,
something out there. So unfortunately, when you're racing, no matter where you are in the running order, if you're racing hard, chances are it might end up bad.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's racing for every spot out there, and every point does matter, James, at the end of the season when we tally them up. I mean, 1 point could be the difference from finishing, you know, 1 or 2 spots ahead of people, right? All these points matter, and that's why you see guys come out here multiple laps down. They stay in this race because every spot matters. We saw it, you know, in the Cup Series race Sunday. I mean, I remember my favorite driver, Austin Dillon, wrecked out, and then he was in a modified, basically, for the rest of the race, limping around, because every point matters, and that's no different here in the SSRL Truck Series.
Yeah, my favorite driver, Briscoe, was also having to do the same.
Oh, yeah. I wish it would have went better for both of the Bass Pro Shop cars. I don't.
Yeah.
I was quite saddened. But
I was quite confused, but that's neither here nor there.
I was confused as well. Don't worry. I was quite angry. So it is okay. But we're going to go back racing here. We might be good on fuel. We might not be. The question's in the air, but green flag is in the air. We're back underway. And we got to stack up on the top lane.
Yeah.
Westwood got a line.
A whole lot of trucks out of line. Not sure what was going on with that.
Yeah, really big stack up on the top lane there, which is kind of odd to see. You don't see many stack ups like that on restarts. We've seen a lot of weird restarts tonight, James.
Yeah, and you get that a lot with big fields, and you know, you might get some guys that aren't keeping a good enough gap to the truck ahead. Some might be trying to anticipating it and jumping a little bit early. It happens more often than one would think, unfortunately.
I mean, we saw it if you watched the Xfinity race when they did the exact thing on the green flag, and I was like, wow. We didn't even make it to the straightaway into turn 1 yet. We couldn't go that far, but I mean, if those guys can do it, and they're most of those guys are pretty good. If you didn't know. I mean, anyone can do it in iRacing. I feel like the back's just so tempting to leave gaps when I think you want to stay tight on the back. You don't want to leave big gaps like that.
Yeah. It's funny watching that. It's like,
whoa.
Oh, they just like me, for real.
I'm sorry to go whoa there. I saw whatever car, Hunter Hughes there on the bottom lane. He had a big moment on the back straightaway. His Streets is going to has a pretty big gap there in the third car in line on the top. He's going to have a big run on his fellow topside drivers on the front straightaway, and he should. Not very organized on the top right now.
No, and I don't know if you can say the same thing for the bottom lane either.
Yeah.
You see a lot of slaloming, some pretty healthy gaps. So
I think that's fuel saving. I think that's what everyone's probably leaving gaps to save gas, and that's what's creating is whoa, top to middle there, a lot of movement on the back straightaway. for the top lane. Johnson's taking control of this race. Hayes in the inside lane right behind him. The 45 of Justin Boyle is on the outside lane. He's been a fast truck tonight, James. He's been up there all night tonight, and that 45 is the truck you're going to have to win. You're going to have to beat to win this race.
Absolutely. There's a reason why you keep seeing that truck pop up to the front almost seemingly lap after lap tonight.
He's done a really, really good job in the 45 truck, and it's a fast truck. It's a good handling truck. It takes pushes, gives pushes well. That's the best thing ever when your truck can do everything like that on a super speedway. You feel like Superman he's trying to get a big shove right now to go fight for the race lead, and he's going to do so side by side up front for the top spot. I think that's just a lot of stacking on the bottom. They're not real tight on the top lane for second or third. Seems like the bottom's just stacking a bit. At the line, Boyle's got it. Getting into that crunch time, though, James. We're getting into the second half of this race, and everyone's starting to realize I need to go to the front now and get track position, because the later and later you do it, it gets way harder.
Yeah, and it seems that there's definitely at least a good chunk of the field that doesn't really seem committed to the fuel save. I think you have a few there towards the back, but looks like most of the front is going flat out here.
It's just really hard to save 2 laps of fuel in the trucks. It's maybe doable in the cup car with open setups, like with all these guys having their own setups, but the truck, it's draggy, but it's not draggy in the same way that the cup car. I don't know, it's just so weird how the cup car is with the fuel saving. It's such its own little beast.
So you can it's a lot easier to save 2 laps at a track like Daytona than you think, just because of the fact that the draft allows you to keep up such a high pace without having to put nearly as much throttle into it. So it's definitely possible, but it just depends on how hard you're having to do that to be able to stretch it. I was in a league race with this exact combination a week ago, and we were in this exact scenario where everyone was trying to save, and then me and a few others finally came to the realization that we're not going to be able to pull that off. So we ended up coming to pit road with about 15 laps to go, and that ended up being the winning strategy. We got truck almost in the wall.
So much indecisiveness, and Sean Block went to the third lane. A car there that got put in the wall, and they're so sideways down the back straightaway.
Yeah, he about got his block knocked off right there.
It seems so much indecisiveness tonight on what people want to do, and that almost caused another big one in 1 and 2 and on the backstretch. Hunter Hughes jumps to the top. So does Tyler Cheney and that Cash App Toyota further back. And they're just so movement heavy in the top lane. They need to pick middle or top. You can't keep doing that. You're going to cook someone.
Yeah, everyone lucked out hardcore. That should have been way worse than what it was. Now that's really hurt the outside lane, just like we saw earlier in the race, where they lost all that ground, and now they're having to work so much harder just to get it back.
Like, look on the top and the backstretch and how they just keep moving. That's going to cause a wreck here soon if they don't keep going straight. Just a lot of movement in the outside lane with a lot of trucks. The 00, I think, in particular, stands out, as he was the one who just went 3 wide a moment ago. But they are headed to the front.
And you're playing a dangerous game with that, because we've already seen that the netcode is in a mood tonight.
Yes,
so
it is.
You don't want to give it an opportunity to rear its ugly head, and the more erratic movement and the more you do that with cars next to you, the higher the likelihood that netcode is gonna do something, and it's gonna be an expensive something if it happens like right now.
there's gonna be a lot of sheet metal flying in and around the air and on the racetrack if we don't sort it out. It seems like they're a little tamer, but man, there's just so much movement, especially for the pusher. Like the pusher, the second car in lane, is one of the most vital spots, and it's probably the most vital spot in the lane. If you don't have a good pusher or a good car in the pushing lane, it's probably not going anywhere. The lead car is important, but the pusher, I think, is the most important truck and car. Truck in this case, but when it's sideways and indecisive like that, I mean, obviously, like we've talked about Rex, but your lane won't go forward as well.
Absolutely, and then that kind of adds to the desperation, and then some people might get a little more aggressive because of that, and just further add the aggression, make whatever wreck that's going to happen even worse.
I would say if I'm the guy behind the second place truck and it's not going anywhere, I start getting really antsy if I want to go to the front. I'm like, you need to go now or you're getting put 3 wide, because it can really kill your track position. If the lane ends up dissolving, you're going to go to the back. So if you're that pushing truck, you have a lot of guys who are relying on you to go to the front. As here you see, there's a truck that knows how to push, the 88 of Sailors on the back bumper of Hunter Hughes. Remember, a penalty served at the start of this race. Hunter Hughes got the caution and now battling for the race lead on lap number 50.
To the moon, what a shove!
To the inside.
Sailors is set sail, and oh, Hughes tried to block as Sailors popped out of line.
There's Daniel Dow, multiple laps down in the 2 truck. Tyler Cheney behind him. Oh my.
Oh,
keep her straight, guys.
Oh no.
These shoves are getting a little too big, and a block on the 2 of Daniel Dow.
Oh my
Cheney
God!
middle of 3 wide. That's not gonna
there
work.
it is!
Dow's
the
not
Hughes
clear.
turn!
Big wreck in the back, the 7, the 07, the 99. And that's the big one. Yeah, I just don't know why we're blocking. Wow, you could tell that was going to happen there, James. Right here, this is where it all starts. The 2 looks high, the 18 puts a block on him. Tyler Cheney is there. He is in the middle. He cannot go anywhere. Daniel Dow just clears himself. Remember, he's 2 laps down when he does this. He's not fighting for anything. He's the first car 2 laps down, too, so he's going to get the free pass. And this just totals a bunch. Yeah, the 40 there of Gardner will have a little bit of damage. Dakota Ramsel will have a lot in the 03 and all those trucks that piled in. Jacob Barker, look at that 5 truck weave his way through there. He did an excellent job from top to bottom. He didn't hit a single truck. If you go back and look through that, he looked like Ricky Bobby or what's from Days of Thunder? I can't remember his name.
I made it through, Harry.
Look at that. That is beautiful.
Rest in peace, Harry Hogg.
Yes. And look at this. If I'm him, I'm like, okay, I'm dead. And he can see the path opening. And he gasses her up to the top. Wow.
Good Lord. Wow.
Wow. That is golden right there from Jacob Barker in the 5. I mean, give him a pay raise. Give him a pay raise. That is awesome driving there, and a heads up.
Yeah.
That just took out a lot of trucks, James.
Yeah, it's particularly expensive for me because my logo is on a few of those trucks that were involved in that one, so that hurts. I'm never going to financially recover from this.
Yeah, I don't know if you can. That was a big wreck, and I just don't quite understand what Daniel Dow was doing there. 2 laps down. Not only the making the move 3 wide is one thing. It's the clearing yourself when I don't know. It was an interesting maneuver to say the least, James.
Yeah, a bit of a 0 IQ move on the 2. Just all kinds of unneeded, unnecessary. Just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
You know, James, I've been there. I've been upset. You know, my night's not going my way. I'm laps down, but and he's the first car 2 laps down. There was 2 cars 2 laps down before this, and he's in the position to get the free pass. I just don't quite get it, and I understand. You know, the night's not going the way he wanted to. Obviously, nothing of his doing with the glitch, the little netcode issue entering 3. Like, that wasn't his fault. But I mean, I like you said, I think it's very zero IQ play is the best way to put it.
Now, if I heard correctly, I think Race Control deemed that a racing incident, and that's a call.
Yeah, I was in Race Control, I would probably say something different, but I as a driver, I don't agree with Race Control almost ever. So, you know, Race Control, when you're one of the drivers, or you know, when it's very different as Race Control. I've never done Race Control, but I'm sure it's a very different thing to do it and try to be objective. But I mean, lap car, I just don't see how it's a racing incident. It looks pretty clear cut, but you know, it is what it is.
Yep,
At the end of the
unfortunately,
day.
the Dow crashed, and now the stock market has to rebuild after.
Yeah, the Dow stock is gonna go down. It's not gonna go up. Oh my lord! But you saw Justin Boyles actually stayed out here. He's one of the only few trucks that did stay out. Colton Gardner did as well. I think he was involved in the crash. Colton Gardner said it's not too bad. Truck seems fine. Westwood did as well. Boyles gonna pick the top. And Hunter Hughes was the leader under the yellow, and he comes out 5th off pit road. Some trucks did take tire. You see the 7 coming off pit road there. He was involved in the big wreck. A lot of trucks were. I think we could tell you how many trucks have not been involved in a wreck tonight, James, compared to the ones who have. Or haven't.
Yeah, I wager you're correct on that. And yeah, interesting call from the 45, but it's not a bad call if they were only a couple laps off from being able to make it to the end. You know, you should be fine being able to clutch and coast here under caution, but if we do get those green-white checkers, it is going to put him in a awkward position. But it's a great call to hold on to the track position, which is now going to be at an absolute premium here with 21 to go when we do go get back green.
Oh yeah, if you thought the aggression was high, well, now it's going to pick up to a whole new level. Like we said before we went on air, James, like the last 25 laps is the most intense racing you'll get at a pack race. It's just something in the air changes. Everyone's good on fuel, and it just, everyone knows you have to go, because if you ride, you're going to be at the back, and it's just going to be too late before you do go. And Westwood's, I think, shut the truck off there, trying to save gas. Really stacked up the bottom lane. It's all good, you know. We're not going green yet. Still got a few hundred feet.
Yeah, everybody get ready. It's going to be wild.
It indeed is. The pace truck's going to pull to the left side, down pit road. Boyles and Westwood on the front row. Green flag in the flagman's hand. And we are off again. 26 laps to go. Excuse me, 21 laps to go. I apologize. And a very spread out start from both lanes further back. Boyles with a heck of a launch.
Yeah, the 40 car you saw dove down pit road as we were going green. Not sure what happened to Gardner, and a lot of cars got black flags. I don't think it was for that, but yeah, a lot of confusion on that restart because of it.
That's an interesting, I didn't even see that actually. I just saw the restart of the spread outness. And that will be certainly a talking point for Race Control, as Tyler Rouse in the 81 has made his head known. He's up to P2 as Hunter Hughes is back controlling this field. He'll go up to block the top lane. Now he'll go back to the bottom. Here comes Sailors on the bottom of the racetrack. These blocks are getting crazy.
Yeah, Rouse tried to hold him off, but Sailors, just like we saw before we got that last wreck, too much of a run from Sailors, able to get him the position he needed.
88 giving a big shove to Hunter Hughes here, 3 wide back there with the 9, and I believe that Street's in the 3rd lane. There's only 3 trucks up there. Okay, well, they get back to 2x2. They pick up the 68. Lark pushing Tyler Rouse. And the top 3 trucks on the bottom lane are all clear from both packs, really. As Kyle Westwood's probably trying to nurse it home and fuel. Only 4 trucks in that top lane, James. Everyone's still on the bottom.
Yeah, you find that surprising too?
Yeah, I do. I feel like it's go time, and you just went down, you topped off on fuel. There's no way, unless you're the guys who stayed out, you're short. I would find it quite peculiar why no one's going right now. There's a few guys further back, Tyler Cheney, a few other cars on the top lanes. We're 3 wide, Tommy Lark to the outside. Tyler Rouse wasn't leading that lane great, and the lane wasn't going anywhere, and Tommy Lark said goodbye.
Yeah, he's in the sucker hole now. He has space. Nope,
no,
the
he's gonna
hole
go to the back.
closed up. Yep.
Gonna get a little help from those trucks in front of him now. But, yeah, he's going to go behind Tyler Cheney most likely, and then he'll fill into the top lane in that Cash Chat 54.
Yeah.
As Hunter Hughes is taking control of this race, though. Yeah. Yeah, Hunter Hughes, man, he is a really good truck tonight. Didn't show it early. Obviously, these are 3 wide again. Nagy to the inside. He'll split the middle. And then here comes that top lane, James.
Yeah, we're in business now, buddy boy. Let's get weird.
Racing has picking up. Lark to the outside for the 3rd car in the bottom lane. Trying to pull up now to catch the top 2 in the bottom lane. Big shove coming here from Streets off of 4. Little lift there to not run him over. Momentum the outside. Tommy Lark has a good truck tonight. See Sailors poking to the top lane, thinking about going. Gordon Sailors thinking about going back to the outside lane.
It was interesting watching the outside lane right there. It was like everyone was kind of offset from each other, so it looked like they were all doing the flying V going through 1 and 2. It was a sight to behold.
Oh, a little contact there.
Oh,
He drifted up the racetrack, and more contact. And Hunter Hughes blocks the bottom. Here comes the run on the top. Tommy Lark in the 04 trying to get there. Just can't quite get there. Oh, he's on the quarter panel.
Oh,
he's up
there's
the racetrack,
contact.
3 wide.
Oh, boy.
Sailors on the bottom. Hughes in the sucker hole. And he's clear. Wow.
Boy.
Knocking through the middle now. Streets got shuffled out. Oh, here we go. 3x3 racing on the back straightaway at Daytona. Side drafts are getting heavy. It's go time. Big block from the 04. Nagy was shooting for the middle. Big shot from the 04. I don't know how he didn't wreck. Mullins looking to the outside.
Oh, no.
Whoa, big squirrely.
What a move by Mullins.
Lark leads at the line as they're going haywire. Back here in the entire pack. Big shot from Hunter Hughes now in the bottom lane. They've calmed down a little bit. No more almost wrecking every corner, it seems. But here comes the runs again. Off of corner number 2. Rouse to the top lane. He'll get up. Never mind. So much indecision. I don't know what's going on. Rouse now falls to the top. Cheney to the middle.
You see Kyle Westwood down below the line. I think he got spit out. I don't think that was by choice or by design. But it might work out well for him if what we think is about to happen happens.
Yeah, Nagy giving the 0-4 one heck of a shove on the outside lane. Cheney's middle lane now has died. It had a good run down the back, and now it's in the sucker hole. He is going backwards as the 07's to his outside. On board here with Tyler Cheney in the Cash App Toyota Tundra. 04 of Tommy Lark, Nagy, Tyler Rouse, then Sailors, Hunter Hughes, Justin Boyles on the bottom lane. And 3 wide again, a bag shove, almost gone wrong. I don't know how Tyler Rouse didn't hook the 99 there, getting back in lane. There goes Mullins to the top, 3 wide. And Rouse puts a block on him a little bit. Boyles up the racetrack in 3 and 4. Bottom lane's going to stack off exit here. They weren't tight. Big run outside here, James.
Yeah, the 81 popping out line, trying to see. You got the 5, trying to make it 3 wide, trying to see if he can get that third line formed up. You see a couple trucks going up with them. It's actually...
Jacob. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's kind of split up the middle line completely.
And not a lot of momentum. That just killed the middle line, the back half of the field. Looks like they're going to sort it out as Andrew Nagy gets to the inside of Tommy Lark for the race lead. And Sailors shoves him into the corner. That 88 pushes so well. Here comes Tommy Lark, though, a fast hot rod on the outside. He's got Tyler Rouse pushing him. Rouse wasn't a good leader. Is he a good pusher? Which lane do you want to be in here, James, as we get into the crunch time here at the end of this race?
Whatever lane isn't involved in the wreck.
Well, that is a good option. I can't deny that.
Although I'm fairly sure the answer to that is no lane, because if something happens, everyone's getting involved in it.
Oh, yeah. I think it's going to be at the front if we do have the wreck. We're coming back to 11 laps to go in this race. It is crunch time. They have picked up the energy. I don't know how he passes. Sailors comes up the track. Oh, my gosh.
We've seen those two make side contact I don't know how many times at this point.
They've almost caused, I think, 3 or 4 big ones on this racetrack. Lark now, big shove from Tyler Rouse, entering the corner. Can he clear the 88 and the 99? The 88 just shoves so good.
To answer your question, though, I want to be on the bottom because...
3 wide!
Oh, boy.
Nagy got shoved out. A little loose off the exit of 2. Big shove from the 88, put him up to the track. Mullins trying to split the middle. Rouse to the bottom.
And Lark trying to follow, but he couldn't get down in time. Rouse able to keep on the quarter panel. Now he's going to have the advantage.
Tyler Rouse to the race lead. 10 laps to go. Big crash, Tyler Cheney.
Oh, and Cheney's going up and over.
Oh my, Tyler Cheney across the start-finish line in a shower of sparks on his side of his door.
Yeah,
he gets back on all fours.
He's hoping someone can cash app the funds for the repairs on that Tundra.
And he finally got back rolling here. Let's see what happens. I just don't think he's maybe clear or push gone wrong. Oh, push gone wrong. I think that's the 99 of Nagy who just got shuffled. Gets in there. I think that Street's in the outside lane. And wow, that thing just comes up and over.
It did.
That was really fast.
The rail grind 50-50.
Oh, that car's killed. Just really. You say what, Kobe? I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear you. Wow.
Yeah,
meatball for the drivers.
The night for Wesley's pick is very bad.
Oh yeah, you see the right front there. It's killed. The right front got killed and all that. Yep. He just hits him. That's just unfortunate for JP. Once you see the right front, like right there when the fender tears off. I saw that with Tyler Cheney too. He had that. When you have that happen with the truck, it just kills it. I don't know what it is, but when you see that damage, you know it's dead. I think it just breaks the steering column in the right hand of the car, or not steering column, but the right front suspension, and the truck is killed. Unfortunately for JP Jones.
Yeah, sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug.
Yeah, and that sucks for Tyler Cheney. He finally got back up there in the fast chat. My pick is, I don't think, going to win now. I think he's, yeah, comments say we don't know how to let off. That just seemed like an off-center push. Just a weird push. They were on the short shoot there, so it wasn't like it was off the corner. And it just shot Tyler up the racetrack and into streets, obviously. And Tyler went airborne. Been a few weeks since we've had a truck in the air, James, so we needed it again.
That we did.
I think the last time we had a truck flipping would be at Texas. I think Old Texas, a few weeks, maybe a month or so back. We had, I think, Sean Block flipped on the back straightaway.
Yeah, that's Daytona for you, unfortunately.
Really only 3 trucks involved, though. At first, I thought it was just Cheney and Streets, and then obviously JP Jones got a little piece of it. But for Tyler Rouse, I mean, this worked out good for him. Sorry, James.
Yeah, and I think because of Cheney going airborne, I think that's what helped it just be isolated to just 3 trucks. If he stayed on his wheels and kind of bounced off, it would have been a heck of a lot worse. But because it went airborne and kind of got stuck to the wall, that's what really helped saved countless trucks.
Yeah. I mean, for Tyler Cheney and my race pick to win, it wasn't good, but I got my race pick win right last week, so I can't complain too much. But for Tyler Cheney, I'm sure he would beg to differ.
Yeah.
I think Tyler asked me last week when he interviewed me, "Don't pick me for next week. You're going to jinx me." He might be right. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Tyler Cheney equal Ryan Priest. Yeah, I mean, Cheney does have Ryan Priest luck a lot.
At least your ability to pick hasn't become a meme.
No, it's not come a meme yet, but if I keep picking Tyler Cheney and the luck continues, it might start coming that.
The real skill is having it happen to everyone you pick. Don't ask me how I know that.
I'm not gonna pry too much. That might be a soft topic, so we're not. It feels like my guys are always in contention, and then they just either wreck or they win. So the commentators jinx 100%. Yeah, I mean, we did that earlier, right? We said they're about to wreck, and then they have a big old wreck. We've had a lot of jinxes tonight, James. We've been menaces up here in the booth.
Yeah.
I don't think these guys down here like us very much.
No, and there's still plenty of more time for us to add on that. We're gonna have I believe 7 laps when we go back green here. So here we go.
Oh yes, here we go. The action. You thought the last restart was intense in that sprint? Well, just pick up the aggression and turn it up another dial, because these guys are gonna go all out. We're gonna go green with what, I believe 7 to go when we drop the green flag. So I think we'll get one more yellow, but you never know. We might keep it clean and green to the end of this race. Tyler Rouse leads the race. His good buddy JP Jones. Tyler Cheney just went airborne, but it's looking good for him. Green flag is back out here at Daytona, and a good launch from Tyler Rouse. Really good launch from Tyler Rouse. He can pick and choose which lane he wants to block. I think the top lane is going to have a head of steam off of 2. So if I am Tyler Rouse, it's blocked the top lane. It's much more formed.
I don't.
A little bit.
Oh, and he doesn't. Oh, I don't know if that's a good decision.
He's got a fast truck behind him, though, with Tommy Lark. It's a good shover, good pusher, good truck all around. We haven't really seen Sailors lead a lane tonight. So we don't really know how good that truck is out front, but James Mullins is pushing him to the outside for the race lead. And the pushes are getting crazy. Oh, Rouse almost got turned. And we're wrecking in the triangle.
Trucks in the infield.
Hunter Hughes in the infield, no caution. They keep it straight. Great save, everyone. No caution. Wow, I don't know how everyone kept it straight. Yeah, that sucks for Hunter Hughes. He had a great truck. Got turned in the bottom lane, but now Sailors has now cleared the bottom lane. And if you're these guys up here, don't crash. You just eliminated half the field. Sailors on the bottom. Excuse me, sorry, James.
We can tell them not to crash, but somehow I don't think they're going to listen to us right now.
No, I don't think they are, as Mullins looking to the outside for the race lead. 5 laps to go at Daytona. This time by Mullins with a big shove from Justin Boyles. Rouse and Sailors locked up on the bottom, but they don't have a third truck as tight as the top lane, but they have a great run. 3 wide. Got impatient. Left the door open.
And now,
Boyles up and over Tommy Lark. Almost. They crashed on the back straightaway. Good trucks involved, James. Tommy Lark almost up and over. Justin Boyles. Oh, my Lord.
That's bad Lark for the 04.
I think there's some tempers flaring on the back straightaway there. Those two are nose to nose. Don't look happy with each other. We're about to see what happened. So these two trucks right here in the middle, in the bottom lane. I'm not sure. It's hard to look at that angle. What happened, and James Mullins was involved in that. Actually, whoa, the 07 gets involved. Turns one of those trucks in the middle there, that gray truck. I see a different angle there. I was really hard to tell what happened. I mean, the 04 just gets hooked. I don't know if he's up there yet. Here we go. This will tell us a story.
Yeah, let's see.
He's not on the bottom of the racetrack. He could be a little... Oh, he goes back lower. I don't know what that was. He wasn't really getting pushed at that moment. Just kind of comes down and turns him.
I think the 04 might be moving up, because I was watching the line and it looks like there's a bit of a space starting to form as they're coming off of the corner, and I think it might have just been an example of them kind of moving up into each other, and they get hooked and it just hooks the 04 back up the track. Like, it almost just looks like a racing deal to me.
Yeah,
what I could see.
Yeah, it's definitely a racing deal. I mean, all those guys are so tight. If this was 10 laps in the race or 5 laps in the race, they're not running each other that hard, right? Like, that's just someone, everyone, if they're a lane and a half up, half a lane up, right? Just a tiny bit up, that doesn't happen. It's just the end of these races gets so chaotic, and it's going to, Tommy Lark did a Tyler Cheney on the back straightaway almost. He just didn't go all the way over. That's going to shake up the grid, though, as it took out a lot of fast trucks.
Absolutely. And it's big with the... Saw that the 04 was up the front for most of this race. James Mullins having a fantastic season. Finally got his way up to the front, and only for calamity to befall.
Yeah, James was the innocent bystander there. Got put 3 wide in the middle of 1 and 2, and then gets a car right in his 2 cars right in his, excuse me, in his lap there. I think we're going to go to overtime here, James. I think that's what we're going to do.
Yep, green white checker number 1.
I think we only need 1. I think that's what we're only getting. We only need 1 green white checker. Some great runs, though, in the top 10. The 14 was involved in a wreck earlier. Robert Lewis is in the top 10. Connor Fuge was involved in that wreck on the back straightaway. I think about 4 cautions ago now. When they were 3 wide at the back of the pack, he's up into the top 10. Jacob Barker, remember the evasive moves he did? Days of Thunder-esque. He's in the 6th spot. Noah Walters, a quiet day for the 50 truck, but he's 5th. Nagy, who just sent Cheney airborne a few laps ago, in 4th. So a lot of guys haven't set a lot up here in the front half of the field, at least for an extended period of time, are finally up here.
Yeah, huge shakeup indeed. And it's going to be interesting to see how they do finally have some good track position, if they can hold on to it and even better it.
Yeah, so which lane here does, as Tyler Rouse is disappearing from Earth? Oh, there he is. Which lane does Jordan Sailors pick? Need at least 2 or 3 green-white checkers? No, no. We do not need 2 or 3 green-white checkers. Guys in the comments are getting way too antsy. Which lane here does Sailors want? Who does he want push? Does he want Nagy or Block? And I think if I'm picking, I want Nagy. Block looked a little squirrely pushing earlier, but he's on the bottom this time. We're about to see his decision right now. Bottom.
Yeah,
Don't mind that.
I will say, I think Tyler Cheney has a thing or two to say about Nagy and his pushes tonight.
Cheney don't know nothing. Whatever happened to Cheney? Nothing happened to Cheney. Well, you know, if you exclude that little boo-boo, I mean, he didn't do nothing too bad. I remember the 99 going to the front and giving some good shoves, and then, you know, you do one wrong thing in life, and then everyone remembers you for that, right? Either way, I don't mind that from Jordan's Sailors at all there. To pick the bottom lane, it's a consistent lane, a lot more than the top is, so I like that call.
Yeah, I can't say I disagree on that. At least now I can't say I disagree.
Yeah.
We'll see if it's something to disagree with in a lap or so.
Yeah, if Tyler Rouse stays
great
in
decision.
It might be a disagreement if he has a great launch in the restart zone and stays with the 88 and has a good shove from Nagy, then we're gonna be talking a different tone, or you know what I mean. We're gonna be talking a different tune here when we go back green here in 2 laps. So we're about to find out, or do we re-rack him again here, James? And try again. I think we're gonna get done here.
I wouldn't be surprised if we hit lap 78 or something. That's all I'll say.
No. We're gonna get her done right here, right now. Sailors, Rouse, Block, Nagy, Walters, and Barker. Who gets it, or is it someone else? Green flag in the air, and Rouse has a good restart. Really good restart from the top lane. Maybe we spoke too soon. Sailors has to block it.
Wow! Oh boy!
Nagy to the top, to the bottom, back to the top. Block on the apron.
Oh no! A block! He's sideways on the apron, trying to hold on to it, and there it is!
The big crash. Who's the leader? Whoa! We have a lot of cars involved.
Oh my God! It's a yard sale.
Get your sheet metal here. Parking lot in 1 and 2. They're still wrecking. What happened? Did Sean Block run out of gas?
I don't know. I saw him on the.
Oh, he got
apron.
hooked. He got hooked.
Yeah.
Comes up, and I thought he was fine. I think he just kind of panicked.
He gathered it
saved
up,
it.
but then, all the chaos behind, everyone trying to figure out where to go and what's going on. Just ends up with the 83.
There's not many trucks that made it through that.
Oh, poor Racing Joel. He just came over the radio and said, anyone want to claim that before we look at it?
I don't know who you blame it on. I mean, it just seems like a bad push from Noah Walters. I don't know. It just seems like a racing deal. Lately, here at Super Speedway is just kind of how that thing goes. But for Tyler Rouse, he'll take it. He'll take the race lead.
Yeah, that worked out great for him, and he sticking to his guns when Sailors was trying to keep him by.
Yeah, a lot of blocking there. I thought Rouse or Nagy or someone was going to get hooked. ended up all keeping it straight somehow.
They're discussing it right now.
I'm not sure what race control is going to say for that one. Definitely a point for debate there.
Absolutely.
It's one of them deals here. When we get to the end of these races, the aggression picks up, and sometimes the brain does not turn on. But I mean, here's the same decision we just talked about with Jordan Sailors. Now gets down to Tyler Rouse. Which car do you want pushing you? And I think I went Andrew Nagy, because that was an amazing shove. He almost got hooked a few times, but it was an amazing shove through the zone.
That worked out unbelievably well for him.
You just got to stick to your guns here with Andrew Nagy. And the 99. He's just so good.
Yep, racing deal from Race Control.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the right call, 100%. I mean, there's so many things happen there. Yeah, I do agree with Race Control. See? I can, guys. I can agree. I can agree with Race Control. I'm a changed man. Okay? I'm changed. I have seen the light, guys. We are a different person for these last 3 laps. 2 laps.
Potentially.
Oh, yeah, maybe I flocked them up a bit too much with getting back to just this one restart.
Yeah, you know how I said that I think we might see lap 78, and you're like, I don't think so. What's the next lap we're going to be on?
I don't know. Nothing in particularly important. Nothing in particular.
Got him!
No. He doesn't know what he's talking about, guys.
Most of the time that's true.
No. I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time either. It's okay. But we're gonna get, I think, one to go this time. So we're about to see what Tyler Rouse decides here. If I am Tyler Rouse, I want the 99 behind me. I have no idea what Jacob Barker has for a car. He's not really been up here enough to show his hand in that regard. Where one to go? Oh, he wants the top. That's an interesting choice. It's an interesting choice.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose his thought process is that's where he was last restart, and it worked out great. But yeah, ideally you want to stick with those that got you there, and the person that helped get him there is on the opposite lane. So it's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see how it works for him.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he knows something we don't with Jacob Barker. You might have a really good truck back there in that 5 camp, Connor Fuge as well. And it's also that 3rd truck in line, right? Does Connor Fuge, does he trust Connor more than maybe DuPont, right? In the 87. That's another thing that's super big. Like, that 3rd truck's probably just as or just a little less important than the 2nd truck in lane. No. We're gonna finish here, guys. The chat's saying one more green white checker. No. We're gonna wrap it up here. I'm hopeful for him. I probably shouldn't be, but
Should just throw it out there that we only have 3 attempts at a green white checker, so if we do have to get another one, that will end the race in one way or another.
Yeah, we're ending the race either way when we get one more, so they better keep it clean. We want to see these guys go green to the finish. I mean, maybe not green in the most traditional sense. They can still wreck some trucks on the white flag lap, but let's make it back to the white flag lap before we can go complete mayhem here. Either way, Tyler Rouse, Jordan Sailors, 2 laps to decide it all. Who gets the checkered flag tonight? The flag man has it in hand. Green flag back out here at Daytona. And a good launch from the top lane. Barker was a good launch, so is Tyler Rouse.
But is that too good of a launch? You saw a lot of gap from him to Sailors.
Sailors gonna have a big run on the back straightaway. Does he peek out to the outside lane? No. He shoves the 81 truck of Tyler Rouse.
Oh,
Rouse
and he
goes to the
jumps
top.
up. I
Wow.
don't know about that one, Chief.
He has a big run, though, from Jacob Barker. Can they make it back to the white flag? They have one set of corners in a short chute to get back to the white flag. Rouse with the momentum on the top. Off of corner number 4. Will we see the white flag? We will. White flag is going to come out, and Tyler Rouse leads it. Barker to the outside. Huge crashes Taylor. Big wreck. And Tyler Rouse is through it. Can anyone catch up to him? Massive crash further back. Can anyone catch Tyler Rouse? I think they can if they get formed up.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Oh, they're going to get him. They're going to get him. If they form up, they're going to have a massive run on him. He's got a block for his life, but they're side drafting each other. This is what Rouse wants to see. Yes, if you're a Tyler Rouse fan in the comments section, side draft city. Rouse off of 4. Side by side behind him for second, but it's all Tyler Rouse. He wins at Daytona.
And they're bumping and banging for P2, and it's going to be Clapper Newell.
Wow. Noel second. Hunter Hughes third. I don't know how he got third. Boyle's unofficially 4th. Ramsel 5th. I mean, that coming to the white flag in the tri-oval couldn't work out much better for Tyler Rouse. And I know that young man is ecstatic in that truck. What a race from Tyler Rouse. Great execution there. And we commented on the backstretch. That move to the outside lane, was that the right call? Well, it certainly was, I think. He had a big run. They all just died behind him. You see Tyler Cheney going up there to congratulate his buddy. In the exact spot that Tyler Cheney flipped. He'll do burnouts. In the grass. Good for Tyler Rouse. I mean, great job from the 81. Did everything right in the end of that race. Came to the front when he needed to, and he's going to do burnouts in the grass. Nose-to-nose burnouts in the grass.
The
celebration is real. Yes, they are. Tyler on Tyler's show. See Hunter Hughes parked it on the start-finish line for his podium finish as well. We're going to take a quick commercial break, everyone, to get back here and talk to our top 3 finishers. Tyler Rouse, your winner at Daytona.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Hello and welcome everyone back from our short commercial break. And we are back here at Daytona International Speedway after wrapping up one heck of a race here tonight. Unofficial results in the SSRL Appalachian Chillbilly Truck Series tonight. Tyler Rouse picks up the checkered flag. Great run from the 81. Jeremy Noel in second. Hunter Hughes third. Justin Boyles in fourth. Dakota Ramsell with a top 5 after being involved in a few big ones tonight. Staples in 6th. He was crashed. Tyler Cheney 7th. That truck was flipped. That is insane. Tommy Lark 8th. Garrett Johnston in the 9th spot. Jared Hayes is going to round out our top 10 finishers unofficially tonight. Back here in 11th, Art Nico Terra just misses out on a top 10. Garrett Streets in 12th. Blair Holloman in 13th. Christian Strader in 14th. Nagy in 15th. Mullins in 16th. Barker 17th. Westwood 18th. Sailors in 19th. Not the run he won. He had a great truck tonight. Noah Walters in 20th. And James, you want to take us for the rest of our finishers?
Yes, sir. Robert Lewis brings it home in 21st. Sean Block, Joseph DuPont, Connor Fuge, and Rob Yost, the top 25. JP Jones, Colton Gardner, Daniel Dow, Christopher Fuge, Michael Madden, the top 30, and Nick Jabowski will round out the field in an unfortunate 31st.
Yeah, Nick had a great car or truck tonight as well as so many others did tonight. The chaotic run to the finish, and let's go ahead and talk to the man who ended up this race in P number 3, Hunter Hughes. Let's get him up into the booth after an amazing drive through the field multiple times finish. Hunter, my man, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
What is up, Hunter? I mean, you had one heck of a night tonight. It seems like you had one of, if not the fastest truck once you got into the pack. After going down a lap early, you just seemed so fast. Got the lucky dog and drove right to the front. You were a player at the end. You got caught up in the big run, and you drive back up to third. How did all this happen? And talk me through your race.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy because, like, I knew I had the drive-through penalty at the start of the race, so I kind of just, like, fudged in my qualifying time to start at the back anyway. So, yeah, getting lapped and then being able to avoid the first wreck so I could get the lucky dog. And it was unfortunate. All of my teammates got caught up in one of them, so I was kind of just flying solo there for 90% of the race, but we got to the front and I made a good pit call, so fuel was never a concern, so I was able just to go full 100% the whole way to the end.
You definitely did a full 100% to the end. And talk, I want to see your perspective there coming to the line, coming to the white flag, and the chaos and how you managed to weave your way through that. From your perspective, what'd you see?
Oh, I mean, it was just cars wrecking, and I was just praying, hoping that I didn't see one in front of me, and the seas parted, and then all of a sudden I was second, and then Jeremy there was right there next to me, and we were just side by side for the entire rest of the lap. And I think if we would have gone in single file, we would have been able to catch the leader, but man, it was a close finish between me and the number 7.
You two had like a 07 Daytona 500-esque finish coming to the line. You two were banging oars, side draft, and it was fun to watch back there as Tyler Rouse took the checkered flag just ahead of you. But I mean, all in all, you had a really great night tonight, Hunter, and you just executed really well, even with all the chaos and your teammates getting involved in that big crash, and most of them getting taken out. And you just did a really great job executing tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
I
just want to give a shout out to my teammates, the SMR boys, Colton, JP, Chris, the BRR guys. It's a shame that it's only me up here. I wish it could be all of us up here, but hey, a podium's a podium.
A podium is a podium, Hunter. And James, you got any more to add here for Hunter before I let him go?
No, you pretty much covered it.
Well, Hunter, I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Any sponsors or shout outs before I let you go, my man?
Just French Broad Fire Rescue, Fusion, the SMR shop. Go to smrshopteamstore.com to get your merchandise. Yeah, that's about it.
Well, I hope you have a great rest of your night, Hunter. We had a great night up here in the booth watching you up here, and hope to see you up here next time out.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you. It's Hunter Hughes, everyone, after a valiant third place finish tonight. And let's go ahead and let James take it away here for Jeremy Noel.
Yes, sir. Jeremy, James in the booth. You got a copy.
I got a copy.
Well, how about that, my man? What a crazy finish. Just first of all, take us through that final lap. That was absolutely wild.
Man, the seas just parted for me. I kept my foot in it. I seen them wrecking, and I wasn't lifting. I was just gonna send it no matter what, and I got the seas parted for me, and I thought I was gonna catch the leader, but I'll take second.
Yeah, it was a awesome run. It was a good comeback too, because we saw you involved in one of the earlier big melees, and thankfully you didn't end up getting too much damage from that.
I think it was only like, I would say a minute or like 2 minutes, so it just repaired it, and then almost went a lap down, and lucky I beat the pace car off.
Yeah, we saw that. It was a narrow escape, but it worked out perfectly, and you had good position pretty much that whole final restart. We saw you restart from 7th. What was going through your mind as you were taking the green flag? Any plans, or were you expecting a potential third green white checkered?
I would be honest with you, I was expecting a third green white checker. I was saving underneath the second last caution there, and this was trying to save fuel just in case we got it, and I was set for that if we got it, but we didn't. So
all right, well, it was a fantastic job for you tonight. Awesome run. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
I just want to thank Team Watson Racing. They do a lot for me the last almost, I think, 2 years. And then Icon, they've been on the truck all season long. Like everyone at the league putting this series on, I appreciate them a lot for putting it on. And I just want to thank all my fans out there.
Alrighty, we appreciate you, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Thank you.
Jeremy Newell with a great finish, James, and what a run from him, and your guy right there, buddy. It's P2.
Yes, sir. Very happy co-boss.
Without a doubt. And here's the man who was just one spot ahead of your man, Tyler Rouse. Tyler, what is up, my man? How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good.
I bet.
All right.
Talk to me. You did a great job managing this race from my perspective. I don't think I really saw you in any wrecks tonight. You kept the truck pretty clean, and you came up front when it mattered. And talk me through the decision there coming to the last restart to pick the top instead of the bottom with the 99, who pushed you out to the lead the first time.
So the last 3 restarts that I was starting up front, I noticed that the top line coming out of turn 2 kept getting really good momentum. So I figured that if I could be leading the top line by the exit of 2, I probably had the race made. Ended up getting a good enough start that I just popped to the bottom immediately. But I just knew if I could stay in the lead on the top line by the exit of 2, I was probably putting myself in the best spot I could possibly think of.
Well, you did a great job. You executed basically perfect there at the end of the race with every lane choice you made. We were shocked you went to the top on the back stretch, but like you said, the run off 2 was big, and it carried you into 3 and 4. And then what did you think when you saw them all like wrecking in your mirror coming to the white?
I thought keep the throttle pinned and hope they don't catch me.
Yeah, it was definitely something to behold, to watch, my man. And you just did a great job tonight. I think that was just a really complete race from yourself. I know you have a good amount of bad luck this year, but I mean, to put a pretty bow on it with a win, it's got to feel nice.
Now, I'm glad it played out the way it did, because I actually got involved in a really bad stuck around about lap 10, almost got spun and fell out of the draft. And every time I pitted, it said I had damage I couldn't fix. So I don't know where that damage was, but I didn't have to find out.
Yeah, that ever experienced ghost damage that iRacing loves to do. But man, you had an amazing run tonight, Tyler, and I'm happy to see you up here. You seem pumped to win here at Daytona, but before I let you go, sponsors and shout outs, my man, all that good stuff.
I just want to thank Hostile Intent Racing, both Drew Prowl and Michael Tucker. They've both been helping me a ton, as well as Tyler Cheney and his whole Team Extreme group. I saw other Tyler ended up finishing 7th as well, so 2 top 10s for us. Sucks that Drew couldn't race tonight, but at least I went out there and won it.
Yeah, the win might quell the not racing myth a bit. And the other Tyler went airborne this race. He was flipping at one point, and he still got a top 10. So, all in all, a good night from the Tylers, all things considered. But man, I hope to see you up here when we race next time out. It was fun watching tonight, and I hope you have a great rest of your week, my man.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you, Tyler. It's Tyler Rouse, guys, and what a run from him, James. It was a great executed end of the race there. I know you were pulling for your guy in P2, but that was really good execution at the end there.
Yeah, phenomenal job by Tyler. He did everything he needed to on that green white checkered, and he executed it to perfection. A phenomenal run from him, and a well-deserved dub.
Without a doubt, a phenomenal. Excuse me, I about butchered phenomenal there for a second, but a phenomenal drive. Oh my God! Don't! Oh no!
Yeah.
All right, that's going to be in my head now for
and
James
and everyone watching. You're welcome, everybody.
Oh my God, dude! This guy, he had a phenomenal run. You got me all. Did a great run. Either way, we'll catch you next time at Echo Park. Oh my God, Atlanta Echo Park, the same deal at the drafting track. So 2 drafting tracks in a row, and this Echo Park might be even more treacherous than here at Daytona. February 23rd. Catch you there next time out. We all can't wait to see you. I had a great race up here in the booth. I think you did as well, James. You enjoy it?
That I did. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me, guys. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Indeed it was, James. And I think thanks everyone who came in and watched and liked and commented on the video. We appreciate that. Subscribe and comment, all that good stuff. Like the stream. Kobe does a great job, and SSRL puts on a great show as in the league front, and all the drivers out there put on a show. We thank each and every one of you for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Peace out.